Hi loves, it's me. So today I wanted to do a video from my bed, just chilling, because that's just how I feel. My hair is not done. This is an old twist out that just got pulled up into a headband like so, and it's just sitting up here and out of the way. I have been going through a lot of changes, and this is going to be a bit of a long kind of chit chat video, so get yourself comfortable. I'm here. I've got my not sponsored M&S pressed tropical juice with kale, not from concentrate. It says never from concentrate. I am trying to get my vitamins in, and I'm drinking my fruits, so that tastes nice actually. Whew. Okay, so I think the last video that I made, I told you guys that I had a positive pregnancy test. So let me let you know what's been going on since then. Was it that day or the next day? The next day I went around to my boyfriend's and we had a chat. And I just sort of said to him, so I've got something that I need to talk to you about. It's nothing bad. But I've got something I need to talk to you about. And I told him that my period was late and that I'd taken 2 pregnancy tests, and I actually brought the test with me and I showed them to him. And he looked at it and he was like, yeah, that's a solid line and a faint line. He was like, no, that's really it. That's definitely a faint line. I can see it. So he's going, so are you... I'm like, I don't know. I've never had this happen to me before. I don't know. We decided to take 2 more pregnancy tests. It was a very interesting moment. I decided to wee in a pot. By the way, this is going to be a bit of a TMI video, so if you're squeamish, yeah, this is not the video for you. I had to wee in a pot or like a little bowl or whatever, and decided to stick the tests in. Not even 10 seconds later, they both came up with the cross. So it says pregnant. There's going to be a little mini curly closet coming. So basically the symptoms that let me know that I was pregnant before I knew for sure that I was pregnant were no period, heavy breasts, and painful nipples, sore nipples, unusually sore nipples, feeling like I was going to get a period, but no period came, but still having that weird periody feeling in my lower stomach. The last couple of weeks have just been me mentally adjusting to this news. I'm happy about it. At the same time, I have some concerns about it, which I'm going to go into later because I just don't feel comfortable talking about it right now. But for the time being, it's also just been me, sleeping, because I feel like I just started to feel a lot more sleepy, and to be honest, getting the news itself just kind of hit me quite hard. Like, just mentally, like, is this really happening? I've been keeping up in having my vitamins because, you know, folic acid is important, or folate rather. Well, both actually. Is it both or either? I don't know. I'm conflicted, but either way, I've been taking my multivitamins and I've been eating my broccoli and spinach and such, you know. I just kind of wanted to talk to you about the emotions right now. The emotions are a lot. I had a few days a couple of weeks ago where just like literally before bedtime, like I could time it, somewhere around 9:30, 10 p.m. I would just start getting teary-eyed, and then I'd start crying. I start getting overwhelmed. Like, see, you've been talking about it now, like I start to feel it. Am I going to be a parent? Like, how am I going to cope with all of these changes? This is a lot of change in a short space of time. You know, my feelings are valid, my concerns are valid, but I also know that they're heightened by my hormones, because I just noticed that that feeling would just come over me at the same time, and it happened a couple of days in a row. My boyfriend's very, very sweet. He always is anyway. when I was feeling emotional, he would just come and hug me. Then he'll say, babe, it's okay. I'm going to look after you. I'm going to look after the both of you. He's such a sweetheart. I'm very happy to be having a baby with him. And he's got very good daddy qualities, which is one of the things that has been important to me in terms of like finding someone I want to start a family with. If you haven't got the daddy qualities, why am I bothering? Yeah, so anyway, he's very, very caring. So he's been very supportive and he's always checking in on me and stuff. And then I have moments where I just feel completely fine and normal, I just get on with it. And then, but what I've noticed as well, the last couple of days, I find myself feeling very sensitive. I have family members who I already find a bit triggering, but I can manage it. But the last couple of days, just little things have been like said, and then I find myself thinking about them over and over, and then I just find my mood like spiraling downwards. And I started to feel really crappy, like between yesterday and today, like crappy in a way that I haven't felt in a long time. And I had to kind of take a step back today and sort of go, okay, I'm feeling sensitive. Like I think, again, my emotions are valid, but I feel like they're more intense because of the hormones that's going through me right now. So now I have to be careful because I'm thinking, okay, how do I deal with this? Because when I get triggered and I'm already hormonal, I can really snap on somebody. So I'm like, okay, do I just speak to the person and say, look, you're just getting on my nerves now because it might come out in the wrong way? Or do I just withdraw myself and just keep myself in my own space, keep myself busy and away from the triggering person? What do I do? I don't want to tell my family yet that I'm pregnant. I want to keep that news to myself until my boyfriend and I have some things settled. We've just made an agreement that we're not going to tell anybody. So yet. So plus it's early days. Yeah, so my hormones are just doing the most right now. Thank God so far I haven't experienced any morning sickness. I'm eating as normal. I had to go to the bra shop the other day and get a new bra, some new bras, should I say, because last week my shoulders, my upper shoulders and behind my neck were aching. And whenever that happens, that means that I'm not getting enough support in my bras. And my shoulders are feeling the strain. And it's because one of the things that made me realize that something was going on is that my boobs have gotten bigger, even bigger. And they've just been really heavy. The week that my period was supposed to arrive, my nipples just got enlarged, like really big. And then I started getting these shooting pains in my nipples. I was like, what the hell is going on? Why are my nipples attacking me? They're literally attacking me. What's going on? That's what kind of triggered off my thoughts of like, okay, maybe I should get a pregnancy test because this is weird. And it lasted for a good few days as well. Like I have heavy breasts every so often just before my period, but it would go away as soon as my period comes. But obviously this showed up, no period came. So obviously this is why I decided to go get a test. And yes, it came back pregnant. So yeah, back to the boobs. They've gotten bigger, they've gotten heavier. The pains have stopped, thankfully. But I needed to make sure that I went and got some new bras. So I went to Bravissimo, again, not sponsored, but this is where I get most of my bras from. And just said to them that I don't think my size, like around, has changed. I'm still a 32. But I don't think I'm a double J anymore. And then she got a bra for me to try. And when I tried it on, she said to me, yeah, you're right. She said, you're still a 32, but you're now a double K instead of a double J. So I've gone up 2 cup sizes. So I've gone from double J to K to double K. Yeah, so I've gone up 2. But I found some really lovely bras that are very supportive. And ever since I got the new bras, it's like everything is eased in terms of like the shoulder pain and stuff. And I just feel better. And also I was concerned because I'm not going to lie, like, I just got this feeling like I was just really heavy, and then I weighed myself and it said I was 14 stone. I was like, when did I reach 14 stone? What the hell? Only to realise that after my bra fitting, even though I was feeling heavier, but my actual body size hasn't increased particularly. It's just my boobs that have been feeling heavy and therefore made me feel like I just had blown up like a balloon, but I really haven't. It's literally just my boobs. But that was encouraging though. I felt better after that. And thank God I'm in a place where I can get bras that actually fit me. One more thing I wanted to add to the symptoms, which I didn't say before. Yeah, this is a bit TMI, but if you really want to know the real deal, then I'm just going to tell you. Discharge, you know where from. It just smells different. Like, it's like I don't know, my hormones are doing the most. It doesn't smell bad. Let me make that clear. It does not smell bad. But if you think about like how your natural smell smells, it's like that, but a stronger version. It's just a stronger smell. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's a stronger natural smell. It's not a bad smell. I keep my hygiene on point, so it's not anything like that. It's just a bit different. At certain random times, I get this feeling like, as a woman, you know that feeling that you get when your period is coming. That's how it feels. Just have this feeling in my lower stomach like my period is coming, but then it doesn't come, and it's like something's going on in there. So I'm just uploading this as I guess to vlog the experience, should I say? And also, I guess to give information to anybody who is going through their first pregnancy, because that's where I am right now. If you didn't know before, I'm 40. I'm going to be 41 next month. I'm going to say this was semi-planned. This is what we wanted, but the timing happened earlier than we wanted it to happen. So just to run you through, I'm in the UK, so obviously our health system is different to everybody else's. But I'm just going to let you know what I've done so far. So there's a nice checklist on the NHS, which gives you a checklist of things that you need to do once you find out you're pregnant. So one of them is like increase your folate or start taking folic acid supplement. Another one is like check out your benefits, your rights, because you get like free dental treatment when you're pregnant. You have to choose which hospital you want to sign up for your antenatal care. I've done that. And then they book you in for your first midwife appointment. And then they book you in for your first ultrasound. So in the UK, you have your first midwifery appointment. They suggest that you basically contact them as soon as possible when you know you're pregnant so that they can schedule a first midwifery appointment. At that appointment, they ask you a lot of questions. I already had to fill in a form online, but then they ask you a lot of questions about your lifestyle, if there are any like genetic things in your family, you know, because they need to know if it might be passed on to the baby and all of that stuff. So once I filled in the form, then a couple of days later, I got a phone call from the hospital saying, "Hi, we've received your form. We just wanted to book in your first appointment." And then we agreed on a date, which is about 2 weeks' time for our first midwifery appointment. And then the week after, I got a letter in the post saying that they have scheduled my first ultrasound, middle of August. So on the NHS, you get two ultrasounds rather. One is supposed to be around the 3-month mark or just before, and I think the other one happens a couple of months later, but don't quote me on this, I can't remember exactly when. But you get 2 scans. I think they give you more ultrasounds if they feel that the baby needs a bit more specialized care, or if they pick up anything. Yeah, so I feel like at that point, that's the point at which everything is going to become very, very real. I don't know, it's weird. I've taken 4 pregnancy tests so far. They all say pregnant. I'm not noticing any physical changes in terms of like how my body looks, because it's too early to see any changes. And let's face it, I got some meat on me, you know. I think some of the changes that you probably see quicker on a slimmer person, you may see them a bit later with me. But I'm not far along enough to be showing yet or anything like that. The only things that I can physically perceive are different are no period, tiredness, just needing more regular naps, emotions going like up and down, like getting a bit weepy at times, at certain times of the day, feeling more sensitive, feeling like I'm getting more easily triggered. I have to be careful like what I listen to, what I watch and who I'm around, But apart from that, like I don't have any other symptoms right now. So I feel like when we actually go to the ultrasound and then you actually see, you know, the actual picture, that's when it's going to be like, oh crap. There's no turning back now. I just wanted to quickly talk about what I've personally been doing as my own personal changes, which haven't been a lot. I have been making sure to take my multivitamins just to make sure that I keep on top of the whole folic acid thing. I've been making sure to eat my veggies. I've been more aware of what I've been eating. So I've been trying to just make sure that I'm eating less processed stuff and just trying to keep up with my veggies basically, and salads. Like the other day, I don't know, I don't ever really make salad, but the other day I just had a random craving for salad. So I just got like a simple, you know, like the bag salad that you can buy from Waitrose. My boyfriend had some balsamic vinegar at his house, and then I bought some vine tomatoes as well. And I just mixed them all together, and I don't know, I just had a random feeling like I really, really wanted salad. And of course, I made sure that I had spinach in it because spinach is high in folate. Wow, sorry, it's getting really dark. I've been trying to like listen to my body when I start to feel sleepy, like to actually try and give myself some rest. As of today, I'm also going to be trying to be aware of who I'm around and try to kind of keep on positive mind frame, because yeah, the sensitivity thing is, yeah, it's not a joke. It's not a joke at all. And also, your mood and your mind frame does also affect your baby. Trying to keep myself healthy and happy. Water intake, I've been drinking a lot more water. Not least because I know when I don't drink enough water, my body retains water. And the fact that my boobs are already swollen, like, well, not swollen, but you know what I mean, my boobs have just become bigger. If that's already happening hormonally, and then I don't drink enough water, then I'm just going to be retaining water like crazy. So I need to make sure that I really up my water intake, flush my system the best I can, and hopefully it will help the boobs to come down at least a little bit. I think it's helped, but whether it has or it hasn't, either way, it's good for me to drink more water anyway, so, you know. In terms of my general feelings, I don't know, it goes up and down, I guess, maybe with my emotions. Some days I'm like, this is going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy my pregnancy to the absolute best I can, to the maximum. You know, like you just think of those little things, like those little cute things that you can do, like when people do pregnancy reveals on Instagram and stuff like that. That's just little cute stuff like that. I think about that and I'm like, oh, that would be fun to do. And then another part of me is like, you know me, I like to travel. I like to go to different places. I'm like, am I going to be able to do that with a baby? And then I think, don't be silly. Just don't be silly. People take their babies everywhere, almost everywhere. If you want to travel with your child, you can. Why? Like, what? Why would that stop you? You know. I guess it's just considerations of like, okay, how is my life going to change now? How are things going to be different? My decision making is going to have to be different because it's not like I'm just thinking about myself now. What are the things I'd want my child to learn? I want my child to go swimming from early so that they learn how to swim. Like I want it to be second nature to them, because I guess for me, there are just certain things that I didn't grow up learning how to do, like swimming, riding a bike, all of that kind of stuff. And it caused me difficulties later on during my teenage years, just kind of realizing how different I was from so many of the other children around me. Like realizing like I'm the only one who can't do X or Y or Z, and I don't want my child to have that experience. Like I want them to be able to join in with that kind of stuff, you know? Like I want them to be able to swim. I want them to be able to ride a bike. I want them to be able to do that kind of stuff that kids should learn to do when they're young. And yeah, it's made me reflect on my relationship with my mom, and then thinking about what kind of parent I want to be. Just a whole host of stuff. I also feel mixed feelings about getting excited. I find myself getting excited, and then I get a bit concerned that I'm like jumping the gun. And then I think I might, if I get too excited too soon, I don't know, I just don't want to feel upset or disappointed. Not that stopping yourself from getting excited would stop you from feeling disappointed in the future. But you know how human logic is, it just doesn't always make sense. But yeah, I just have mixed feelings about a lot of things right now. I would say generally though, I'm happy. I'm generally happy. Apart from the random mood fluctuations, I'm actually okay. Anyway, this is a very, very random vlog. I want to do regular updates throughout, God willing. So if that's something that you would like to see, then give me a thumbs up and I'll continue doing these. Bye guys.